Tampa, Florida, November 26th. Rumplemints, take 2. There's a Lee Pomelo. They just doesn't do too well. Citrus, Gerardo Bunton. There's another one of those little coffee plants, a jackfruit. And as you come out here, you can start to see some of the avocados. This is the hot tub avocado. It's a homestead seedling that we planted. There is a Bruce Canistel. Unfortunately, when you don't do proper spacing, you have to do all that funky trimming. There's another one of those coconut palms from my uncle's front yard, and that is a seedling Canistel from the Bruce next to it, and it produces fruit of equal quality. There's another one of those Royal Poincianas in the backyard that my wife planted from a seed pod that we got in Key West. And you can see here's the hot tub avocado, which I said was a homestead seedling. Next to it is a Valencia Pride mango. These are dwarf Brazilians. Got a raceme right there, and you can just see how expansive that Poinciana is coming over to the Bruce Canistel. Trudging through the backyard. This baby is the Thai Black, and it is, I don't know, easily 30 feet tall if you go all the way to the top. It's from James. He sent it to me when he was in the Army, and he got deployed to the Middle East for safekeeping. Sent him a pup. I need to send him another one. Here's another one of those seedling jackfruits. Got from Pete Canaris at Green Dreams. There's that coffee plant. It's got a little something on it. And there's basically figs. A bunch of crazy stuff back there. But got a few avocados on the hot tub. They're awesome. Peels, green on the outside, yellow on the inside. Here's another pup that I pulled off our original traveler's tree that was 20-something feet tall, just the stem. This is the variegated bamboo, what is it? Vitata. You can see the yellow with the green stripes. Some lobster claw heliconias. Malabar chestnut. It's got actually pretty good fruit. And then the first tree we ever planted in this yard is the tamarind. It is the sour tamarind. It's been here 27 or so years and has not really produced. There's a longan, I think Kippon or something, next to a Brogden avocado, which bears pretty consistently. When we get into some praying hands bananas, I had to thin them out. They were just growing like crazy. There's a Mysore. And then these are Huamoas, and they're just thick. This is another homestead avocado. It produces awesome fruit. You can see this is the Ely. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4 mats next to the Patogo, and Thousand Finger, which I just got back from Sulcata Grove. I'd given them one and it lost mine, so they were nice enough to give me one back. There's those Elys, these Huamoas. Get back here, you can see some fruit. A couple of racemes going. There's one. And there's 2. It's a jackfruit grafted. Got that from Sulcata Grove, right next to another grafted jackfruit next to the guava, which comes to this Russell avocado, not doing great. This is Pisang Jerryberry. Got some nice raceme on it next to African rhino horn, next to another seedling avocado from Homestead that has just been prolific. Next to that is some Orinoco's. You can see a little raceme there. This is a day avocado. Here's some Sabas. You can see there's a few racemes up in here somewhere. And next to that, this is an ubi vine. Just Google Philippine ubi recipes and you will get some hits. There's a sugar apple behind that. And there's a good view of one of the Saba racemes. Another view of the Pisang Jerryberry. This is Dwarf Red, which reminds me back in the compost pile, just showed up, is a Dwarf Green Red. It's doing pretty well. It's right there, and that was not planted. In the back corner there's a Calamandan seedling I picked up and moved. It's good fruit. This is a persimmon that is dormant. I need to plant more persimmons if I had a space for it. These are some Dwarf Reds. That's a Mysore. These are Rajapuris. You can see a little raceme going there. It's Rajapuris. This is a Miguel avocado. Very nice fruit. Next to a Florgon mango. I don't know if I pointed out there's a Valencia Pride in the back. And this is the trailer park avocado. I was driving through the trailer park. They were tearing down to build a housing development. I saw these bricks. So I dug them up because they were going to get bulldozed. Actually got 2,500 of these bricks. They were 9.5 pounds a piece. Lucky I didn't totally trash the truck. Here's that ylang. In the back corner there's Russell avocado, another sugar apple. The trailer park avocados are massive. And next to that, this is a Monroe. Got a few pieces of fruit on it. And there's an avocado that volunteer that just showed up. Here's those Dwarf Reds. This is a Lula avocado. I think it might have one piece of fruit left on it. Here's that tropical clumping black bamboo. A lot of people like that. I've passed that on a few times. This is the Iban Musak. No pups. All of a sudden I'm getting a lot of requests. Friends want to come get a pup. This is a Coquette next to it. And that's a prolific berry. You can just see those Sabas. You know, I just stuck a corm and they have just kind of taken over. You know, never underestimate when you plant a seed. There's a passion fruit vine coming up. There's the possum trap. To date, we have caught 11 possums and released them. Need one more to catch because there's at least one more in the yard. Here's a sugar apple. This is a seedling mango and actually a really good fruit. It's Indian, not Indonesian, and they're shaped like a heart. So the shape of the fruit is not great cosmetically, but it tastes really good and it's unusual. Here's some more huamoas, just kind of growing crazy. There's a good shot of that African rhino horn, the redness to it. next to a Russell avocado. And this is our key lime. It's thornless. Man, if you can get a thornless key lime, that is the way to go. That has been here for 1995, 94, so 26 years. I don't know if I pointed out the Malabar chestnut, and there's that Valencia Pride mango that just is not bare, and then you can see some fruit on the hot tub avocado. Here's our gym, my daughter's little thing that needs to be washed horrendously. My wife's punching bag, gymnastic rings. And give one more shot of this Thai black, because I mean, it's a monster. And these pups even, you know, you can just see how big these pups are. I've been cutting them off like crazy. Had some friends come recently, and they were able to dig up 48 corms to take home and plan out or share with friends. But it has fruit, but it is not edible. Man, that thing just goes and goes and goes. I really wish there was something better to scale it, but there's just not. Anyway, Thanksgiving Day. Oh yeah, actually there is one more thing. This heliconia I got from a grower in Costa Rica. Of course, it's probably pretty common now because that was over 25 years ago. It was a Cariba back in the day when you had to get a catalog and mail and write. Oh, here's the miracle fruit tree. Very cool. Next to a Malabar chestnut seedling. They kind of arrived. Here's those Caribas. These are Delicioso Monasteros. Kind of shoved in here. But, man, we'll figure out how to get there. There's one. Not a very clear view, but this thing has a few blooms. I don't know if you've ever been to Hawaii, but those Caribas blooms get massive, starting to come up. You can see where I've had to top this avocado. It was 40 feet plus tall, and that was no small feat. Oh, yeah, there's those, some Elis. Now this is just the first generation, because I just planted more of these out. So I've had so many friends requested them. But the master growing these is Greenie. He's unbelievable. There's a nice shot.